Hello and thanks for joining me on today's flight. Today is June 3rd, 2019, and we're on the ground here at Pineville Municipal Airport. That's 2 Lima 0 in Pineville, Louisiana. We're in a Cessna 172, and today we're going to take off from runway 36 and climb straight out to 3,000 feet, and we're going to do some stalls, and then we're going to induce some spins and do recovery in VFR conditions, and then we're going to set the weather to IMC and attempt to recover from spins in IMC conditions. We'll see how that goes. So let's get the airplane started.
Pre-flight inspection, complete. Passenger briefing, complete. Seat belt / shoulder harness, adjust and lock. Brakes, test and set. Electrical equipment, off. Avionics master switch, off. Fuel selector valve, both. Fuel shutoff valve, on. Avionics circuit breakers, check in. Starting engine. Throttle, open 1/4 inch. Mixture, idle cut off. Propeller area, clear. Master switch, on. Flashing beacon, on. Auxiliary fuel pump switch, on. Mixed, auxiliary fuel, ignition switch, start, release when engine starts. Mixture, advance smoothly to rich when engine starts. After engine start, engine RPM, 1000 RPM. Oil pressure, check. Navigation lights on as required. Avionics master switch, on. Radios, on. Flaps, retract. Before taxi. Parking brake, set. Passenger seat backs, seats and seat belts, cabin doors and windows, closed and locked. Flight instruments, check and set. Heading indicator, align. Communication and navigation radios, set as required.
Okay, we're set to CTAF here at Pineville Municipal. By the way, the simulator put me out here on the runway. It wouldn't let me start the airplane on the apron. So that's why we're starting it up out here on the runway. Obviously wouldn't do that in real life. So we're set 1228, and then I have the Alexandria VOR tuned in. Alexandria International Airport is only about 6 miles away.
ATIS information, obtain,
right,
if available.
Let's listen to ATIS over at Alexandria, 123.975.
Alexandria INTL information X-ray. 2100 Zulu weather. Wind 090 at 6, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 6500 scattered, temperature 34, dew point 18. Altimeter 2993. Arriving runway 14, departing runway 14. Advise on initial contact you have X-ray. Altimeter, set to field elevation or current reported barometric pressure.
Okay,
Clearance for departure, obtain.
Not needed.
Transponder code, set and on.
Alright, squawking VFR and reporting altitude.
Clearance for taxi, obtain.
Not needed.
Before takeoff.
Okay, we're not going to do a run up. We're just going to go ahead, take off, climb out to 3,000. So again, we're going to climb out to 3,000, and we'll go ahead and set up a stall, recover from that, and we'll set up a couple of spins. So one thing I would point out that is that Cessna 172 is the airplane I trained in, and my flight instructor had me induce some spins to practice spin recovery. And what I discovered was that the airplane's actually hard to put in a spin. It actually wants to fight you as you attempt to cross-control it into a spin. We'll see if the X-plane modeling causes a similar behavior. The other thing is that once in a spin, the airplane, with very little input from the pilot, wants to recover on its own. Again, it's based on the aerodynamics of the Cessna 172. It does not recover on its own by any means, don't get me wrong, but it does want to place itself in a wings level attitude. All right, so coming up on 1,500. So for the stall, we're just going to keep it straight and level at 3,000, pull the power all the way back, maintain 3,000 until the airplane stalls. We'll hear the stall warning horn first, of course, and then we'll just place nose down, full throttle, recover our airspeed, and then resume straight and level flight, put it back into a climb up to 3,000, then we'll do a couple of spins, one to the right, and then we'll do another one to the left. Coming up on 2,300. We'll just stay on a north heading. So we're holding a 360 heading and we're at 3,000. So we're going to go ahead and pull the power back and maintain 3,000 until we hear the stall warning horn. We'll keep the back pressure until the airplane stalls. So the flight controls are going to start feeling really mushy. Airplane handling is going to also be mushy, be hard to hold heading. And then it'll eventually be virtually impossible to hold altitude. So we're pitching up. Again, we're at flight idle, there's 60. Pitching up to maintain 3,000. Coming up on 50 knots. There's the stall warning horn. And there's the stall. Full throttle, pitch down, bring that nose up. And we only lost, looks like 400 feet altitude. Let's come back up to 3,000, maintain a heading of 360. Now we're going to induce a spin. To induce a spin, we're going to cross control. We're going to go full aileron deflection in one direction, full rudder deflection in the opposite direction, while putting the airplane in a stall. Let's maintain a 360 heading. We're going to level off at 3,000. Trim for 3,000, pull back on the throttle, about 2,200 RPMs. Alright, so I'm going to go full aileron to the right, full rudder to the left as we enter a stall. So again, a flight idle. I'm going to maintain 3,000. Pitching up to maintain 3,000. Flight controls are already getting a little mushy. There's 70 knots. There's 60 knots. Now I'm going to go full deflection to the right, full rudder left. And there's the spin. Let's come back around. This time we'll bring it around to a heading of east. See the attitude indicator flipped over, and probably going to stay that way. And that actually did happen in that real airplane. So we'll just do a coordinated turn here to the left, so I don't have any more bank information coming from the attitude indicator. So let's climb back up to 3,000. We're going to do a spin to the left, and we're going to see if we can recover. Let's bring it back to heading north. We're going to see if we can recover and lose as little altitude as possible. I'd like to keep it, if possible, not more than, certainly not more than 1,000 feet. I prefer 500. See if we can keep it close to 500 feet. So turning to a heading of north, coming back up to 3,000. One nice thing about Louisiana is it's flat. Ground's close to sea level. It's a great place to practice stuff like this. Pineville Municipal is where I did my flight training 20 years ago, private. So I'm real familiar with that airport. It is 2,800. Level up to 3,000. One thing in the spin that you don't want to do is to yank back the flight controls. We certainly don't want to place undue stress on the airframe. Okay, so back off on the throttle, maintain 3,000. We're going to trim to 3,000. Okay, there's 3,000. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull back on the throttle to flight idle, maintain 3,000. This time I'm going to go full ailerons to the left. So I'm not going to advance the throttle. I want to recover from the spin based on the airspeed buildup from the descent. Coming up on 60, trying to maintain 3,000. I'm going to go full aileron left and right rudder. There's the spin. Okay, we lost about 900 feet on that. Okay, I'm going to come back around to a heading of north, 360. And climb up. This time I'm going to bring it up to about 4,000. The reason for that is we're going to be inducing some weather, and we're going to put ourselves in instrument meteorological conditions and attempt to recover from a spin in IMC. Unfortunately, with the unplanned failure of the attitude indicator, which is going to make it really, really hard. The only pitch information I'm going to get is going to come from my altimeter and vertical speed indicator, and my bank information is going to be coming from my turn coordinator. So let's bring it up to about 4,000 and give ourselves a safe margin. So it looks like it's trying to come back in, but I'm not going to trust it for the remainder of the flight. probably going to be giving us bad information, even if it looks like it comes back in. All right, coming up on 3,000 for 4,000. All right, let's go ahead and put some weather in here. Okay, that should do it. Initially back just to about 2,200, maintain 4,000. All right, this time I'm going to try a spin. We're going to do full ailerons to the right, so I'm pulling power back. Maintain 4,000. Flight controls are starting to feel a little mushy. Trying to maintain 4,000. Coming up on 60 knots. Okay, right aileron, full left rudder. There's the spin. Okay, now I'm going to give it throttle. Straight level at 3,500. Let's bring it back up to 4,000. So again, the only information I was able to gain from instruments, absent the attitude indicator, was turn coordinator, and then of course I used my altimeter and vertical speed indicator for pitch information. So I'm going to bring it back around to a north heading. Continue the climb to 4,000. There, 4,000. Bring the throttle back to about 2,200 RPMs. We're going to add some fuel here to our airplane. There's 4,000. So I'm going to do left aileron, full deflection, and then right rudder. Okay, so we're going to pull it back to flight idle. 2300, slowing down, coming up on 80 knots. Flight controls are starting to feel mushy. Coming up on 65. There's 60. Full left, and then right rudder. And there's the spin. Level, and 3,300 coming up on 3,400. Well, I can tell you this, it's not easy to recover in the IMC, but it's doable. We just did it. Looks like, again, I don't know if I should trust it, but the attitude indicator looks like it's coming back in. We'll know in a minute. Let's bring it back into Pineville. I'm going to go back here and change us back to VFR conditions. So real world weather now. We've started to descend. There's the real world weather. Back to 2 Lima 0. And we'll do a quick debrief. In fact, the attitude indicator might have come back in. Throttle. 2,300 RPM. Nice, easy descent. So again, I had to force myself not to look at the attitude indicator to recover. So I was focused on the turn coordinator and the altimeter. That's Essler Field in front of us right here. Essler Field. So we're going to overfly that. 2,000. Cessna Field is a joint military-civilian airport. The Air National Guard operates out of there. Army National Guard. Used to fly into there quite a bit. A friend of mine is a Black Hawk pilot. Not sure if he's still stationed in Camp Beauregard, which is in Pineville. It's been a long time, so he might even be retired now. I'm just going to cross midfield here. 2,000. Skyhawk 632 Charlie Papa, crossing midfield at 2000. North to south. Pineville traffic, Skyhawk 632 Charlie Papa, inbound for full stop landing, runway 18, Pineville. Actually, I think we're going to, instead of a straight in, we're just going to do the left traffic for 36. Pineville traffic, Skyhawk 632 Charlie Papa, 5 miles to the north. We're going to be entering a left downwind for runway 36. Full stop, Pineville. This is Lake Bulow right here, and that's the Red River. So we'll be entering on the 45 for left downwind, runway 36. Pineville traffic, Skyhawk 632 Charlie Papa, entering left downwind, runway 36, Pineville. traffic, Skyhawk 632 Charlie Papa, turning left base, runway 36, Pineville. Traffic, Skyhawk 632 Charlie Papa, turning final runway 36, Pineville. Brakes they have on these, on the X-Plane 172. You barely touch them and they squeak away. Pineville traffic, Skyhawk 632 Charlie Papa, let's clear the runway. Pineville. A little crosswind coming in from the right on that landing. All right, let's shut this down. A little debrief. Okay, so as you can see, recovering from a spin in IMC is challenging. To say the least, especially when the attitude indicator failed on the first spin. Now that can happen, has happened to me in real life spin recovery training. It flips over and then it just takes a long time for it to settle back down. But we didn't really give it a chance to settle back down because we ended up doing 4 spin recoveries, 2 in VFR and 1 and 2 in IFR conditions in full IMC. So. Well, all in all, it was a good training for me, and hopefully you picked up something that might be of use to you. Let's take a look at our ground track, just out of curiosity, for no particular reason other than to see where we headed. Okay, there's 2 Lima 0, we went out. That's where we did some stalls and spin recoveries, and not sure exactly, but okay, well, that is it for today. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.